Right. What's going on, everyone? Courtney Rollins with Estate Pro Service here in the Life and Transitions Experts podcast, Facebook group, and YouTube channel. And of course, I would love for you to go like, subscribe, and all those places so that we can tell Google and Mark Zuckerberg and all the folks that, hey, this is some content that's helping people. Hopefully, that's what it's doing. That's the aim. That is the purpose. Life and transitions. There are a lot of transitions in life, and one of those is aging. And one of the important things that we need to have at any age, at any time, even before we're born, hopefully our family are thinking about that, is estate planning. And one particular time in people's lives where it may be challenging or and very relevant and important to have this conversation is when your parents are aging. As we get older, of course, our parents are getting older as well. So that's what we're going to look at today. 10 tips for discussing estate planning with your parents. Just a little housekeeping, or yes, I am still wearing my husband shirt because I just got married this weekend. Very happy, very proud. And so I told my wife that I'm going to wear this shirt all week long. So I did wash it yesterday because I guess this is my third day, Sunday, Monday. Today is Tuesday. All right. So, other than that, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about today, besides estate planning with your parents. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. So 10 tips. Here we go. Tip number one, choose the right time, right? Okay, so you want to make sure that you're not just throwing this on people, but you want to make sure you find a time that can be relaxing, that can be calm, that you know that when you initiate the conversation, it's going to uh, not cause a lot of stress. Now, some people suggest you don't discuss this during, big family gatherings, where there's other events going on. I like the idea, and I've heard one of, I can't say client, but a person I've helped before actually have estate and will parties where everyone comes together, and it's sort of like you're talking about your family mission, your family legacy, and people can share and explain resources as well as their wishes. It can actually have, especially if you have an attorney right there present, have documents drafted, written out, and now everyone understands. Maybe not everyone's happy with all the terms, but at least there's transparency. That is a great option. And people may be happy because of the communication and the transparency. When you're doing it as well, it's very important that you show empathy and respect. This can be a sensitive topic to folks, especially when we're talking about end of life matters. So be patient and be attentive to those concerns, and just have some empathy for everyone involved, particularly your parents. Yeah, it's just an important thing. Oh, guess who's on the phone on this line right now? My beautiful mama is on here. Yes, it is an important conversation. We actually have had this conversation several times in the past months with my brother and her and my dad, and we'll continue to have that conversation. And yeah, and she's one of my number one fans out here, so I really appreciate you being out here, Mama. All right, so let's see. Tip number three is you want to try a casual approach. Again, this is, your family better than, of course, I do, but you may want to begin with like mentioning different articles or even using third party stories like your friend's experience. This can help people get comfortable with the language and ease into a topic that can be a little more relatable in that way. So try a more casual approach. Also, you need to focus on their wishes and values, particularly if you're talking about their end of life or their desires. So those values, those beliefs, those goals, it has to be a personal conversation. And I mean, you can't make it about yourself when you're doing that. And that's really a key to life. You make it about other people. It's funny how everything that you actually want actually can come to you. So of course you got to take care of yourself, but when it comes to serving and being unselfish, it's very important with this topic that you focus on their wishes and values. Also, address any concerns that they have. You don't have to have all the answers, but being able to put out fears or misconceptions about estate planning is very important. It's a great way to allow someone to feel as if they realize that they're not losing control. They're actually gaining more control over their mortality. It's giving them permission to move on, knowing that everything is taken care of, right? So I think it's a beautiful thing to have your legacy written out in different legal forms that supports your wishes and values. Number six, involve the siblings or trusted family members. All right, this is where it gets sticky for some folks, but yeah, your siblings and everyone needs to be able to hear the same thing. I am at the estate office twice a week, and I'm literally working with someone now who has a sibling who their husband, not husband, but their father passed away, and he had a lot of businesses, and apparently one sibling has not opened, they haven't opened probate yet. And one sibling is running the business under the parents' father's name and using some of the father's bank accounts, and which can get really sticky in legal terms, and they're not really speaking. So it's important to have these conversations before we the someone passes away, and it's an opportunity also maybe to reconcile some issues, and if they're not reconcilable, to at least demonstrate some type of responsibility and make sure everyone has had the opportunity to uh, be heard. Step number seven, or not step, but tip number seven is to offer assistance. You know, gathering the necessary documents like your will, your insurance policies, your financial statements can be a process. There's a ton of tools out there that can help you. If you want to reach out, I have tons of tools as well. Great partnership with Trust and Wills, a great partnership with Estate Exec, which allows, it's almost like a QuickBooks for excuse me, for estates, but it helps make that process more manageable. So and make it less overwhelming for whoever's involved in the conversation, particularly your parents. And of course, number eight, seek legal advice. I'm not an attorney and I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not trying to play one on my YouTube channel, but I am sharing my experience, as I say a lot. And I'm dedicated to learning, growing, and sharing this experience with folks. John Brown, someone wants to talk to me. Let's see. Let me tell them, sorry, I can't talk right now. This is live. All right. So, yeah, seek professional advice. If you need, find someone that's a professional, that's licensed. Reach out to me because I can connect you through my nationwide network of vetted estate professionals. And hopefully, you'll find the person that fits your profile and your needs. Also, know that you don't have to get it all done at once. Now, we can't assume that today or tomorrow is just given. So I'm not saying be lackadaisical in this moment, but know that you don't have to conquer everything once. So break it down into smaller steps if possible. Okay. It can be complex at times, and making it manageable. Really, that's for anything. It can be very helpful. You may want to start with having conversations about healthcare directives. What do you who's what do you want your wishes to be if you become incapacitated? This is at any age, because we're all, if we aren't disabled, we are temporarily able. As something I've heard a long time ago, and it really, gave me a little bit of awareness about our mortality, right? Power of attorney or beneficiary designation. Those are small steps that can be taken and make the process not seem so daunting. And then also, you want to make sure that you have the opportunity and create the opportunity to follow up and revisit the conversation. Estate planning is not something you do, you set aside and you move on, because life happens, transitions happen. And so there may be things that changed a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, that may have to ask you, they may require that you go back and review and update some of the plans. Your even wishes may change. So make sure that you consider that. If you do need support with estate planning, again, like I said, I have a great partnership with Trust and Wills. Got my mom over here saying a lot of stuff over here. True. Schedule a time meeting for discussion. Right. It's about family legacy. Oh, you like number seven? She likes them all. I got the approval of my beautiful mama, so there it is. So now, no, but if you need support, feel free to reach out to estateproservice.com. I can connect you with Trust and Wills and other resources if Trust and Will doesn't fit your needs. I know that I have a deep or special relationship with them, so we can pass that on to you. But again, I'm connected to a nationwide group of vetted professionals that can support you, or I can sit with you and again offer just my opinion and hopefully save you time in a professional space, or you may have enough resources that you need to move on and make some informed decisions. But regardless, we'd love to support and help. And yeah, that's it. So I am going to go wash this shirt because I'm wearing it again tomorrow. And I'm asking you to go like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're in to the Facebook group and all that good stuff. And we'll be back tomorrow with more content. Probably will take Thursday and Friday off. If you do observe Thanksgiving, have a great Thanksgiving, have a great holiday. And as always, stay in a life in transitions experts. Let your light shine. Cheers.